Hello, team. Yep, okay, we're there. If you're on here, just let me know as you're coming on. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see my screen, which looks a little cuckoo right now. As you can see from the title, this is our scheduled training. It's a follow-up to our fan page training. So just let me know when you're getting on. Give me a thumbs up, a wave, something, so I can get started. I'm going to get started here shortly because, hey there, Tanika. Because I don't want to, we said we were going to start at 8. I'm actually coming on a couple of minutes later than I would like to. I guess just let me know if you can hear me, if you can see my screen, which kind of looks like a tunnel right now. Or just, this is just a follow-up to the training that we had. I guess it wasn't last week. I think it was like the week before last on creating your fan page. So we just wanted to touch base with everyone. And just give some more tips as far as the fan pages are concerned. Just looking for my notes. And then I'm going to go ahead and get into this information. And we're going to kind of look at the different fan pages and just give you some tips as far as seasoning your fan page. And when we say seasoning, basically we're saying, making it look like it's active, there's good information on there. So when we say seasoning, that's what we mean. So some tips on seasoning your fan page, as well as some tips as far as how to improve the engagement on your fan page, because you created your fan page, but until you start getting more likes and posting more, you're going to see that the reach on your fan page is pretty low, like the number of people that you're reaching. And hopefully everyone got a chance to check out the little tidbit that Dee gave the other day as far as some free ways to get some organic traffic to your fan page. And hopefully once they go to your fan page, they also are going to your offer or your website or something. So it's showing me that there's 3 people on here. If everyone could just give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me and if you can see my screen. Just let me know that. And then once we do that, then I'll move on into getting into more into the training. That's what I was supposed to be doing, because once I leave here, I'm not going to see the comments. I'm actually coming on a couple of minutes later than I would like to. So this way I can see the comments, because once I leave this page, all right, thanks, Nico. Once I leave this page, I'm not going to see you guys' comments, so I had to pull it up on my phone so that at any point, if you have any questions, then just, put them in the comments. Anyone that's coming on that's not catching this live, feel free, put your questions in the comments so that we can get back to you. One of the leaders of the team can get back to you. So this is Carolyn that's doing this training today. So I'm glad that you guys can make it out. And as you know, I think it was about a couple weeks ago, we did a training on creating your fan page. And basically, your fan page is your presence on Facebook. This is where people, so the purpose of the fan page is not to keep putting out there ads, or like your whole fan page shouldn't be like salesy of trying to sell something to people. It should be about providing value. It should be about I call it, I found that something where someone referred to it as the 3 E's. Like everything that you're posting on your fan page should either educate your followers, it should entertain your followers, or empower your followers. So educate, that's where you're providing value. And when it comes to educating people, like when you're first starting out, don't be concerned that you don't know, like don't say to yourself, oh, well, I don't know anything, so how can I educate people? You know something that you can tell others about, like whether it's like one little thing that you found on Facebook, one little article that you read, a video that you watched on YouTube. You can provide value. And as you gain more knowledge, then you'll be able to provide more value. As far as entertain, that's the whole lifestyle marketing where, you know, you're showing pictures of you doing things with your family, or if it's just you're showing pictures of you doing things that you enjoy doing, whether like for me, like if I'm out getting a pedicure or manicure, or if I'm out at the movies clearly before the movie starts, or, you know, different things like that. It doesn't like a misconception when people talk about lifestyle marketing is that it's all about you taking pictures in front of some expensive car, or taking pictures, you know, in front of a big house. If that's not your lifestyle, then that's not the kind of pictures that you should be. You shouldn't be, you know, faking the front, faking the funk. Like you out here faking, like that's your life. You want to show your authentic self. Sorry, my TV. You want to show your authentic self. Come on. Yes. Sorry about that. You want to show your authentic self. So if like flashing money is not your authentic self. I mean, maybe it is, and then that's fine. But don't go borrow money from your friend and take pictures like, yeah, look at all this money I got. Woo woo. That's not what we're talking about when we're talking about lifestyle marketing. We're talking about showing your authentic life, showing your growth, your journey in creating your business. So that's the entertain piece of it. And then the empower piece is the piece as far as, you know, you're posting motivational quotes or encouraging words that resonated with you. Because at the end of the day, people, they don't care what you're selling. They care about connecting. Like people buy from people. Like they don't like really necessarily care about what your product or your service is. They're going to buy from you because they feel like they connected with you, and the information that you provided to them was valuable. And if it's something that they want to partner with you, or they want to buy your service, then they're going to buy that because they connected with you as a person. So that is the 3 E's as far as posting on your fan page. So that's educate, entertain, and empower. So now let me just go over to fan page. I'm going to start on my fan page just to give you some ideas. I just want to make sure that when I leave this, it doesn't, I think I just need to open a new tab, and then it'll be the easiest way to do it. So you guys can still see my screen and everything's cool. Everything's Gucci. All right. Yep. I'm seeing here that you can see because I have it open on my phone so that I can see. So I'm going to go to my fan page. Close that. Let's get back to that later. Alrighty, so we're going over to my fan page to kind of show you as far as, I don't know why it does that. It goes to notification, like on the computer, it opens up notifications when you go to your fan page instead of just going straight to your fan page. So, here we are on my fan page, and so let's talk about, I guess, entertaining. So I would call this something more so like an entertaining, well, maybe not, but this post I actually posted on Instagram, and I had Instagram automatically posted here, and I posted this kind of just to get some interaction on my page. And because now one thing you'll see, let's see, I have 361 likes and 365 people follow me. And if you scroll down, if I scroll down, you'll see but like my posts are only, like this post only reached 11 people. And I did this morning. So like, you'll notice that when you go to your fan page that the reach a lot of times is going to be low. And part of the reason for that, so the one thing that you want to do when you're asking people to like your page is, let me see if I can go to someone else's page I'm going to go back to the group. If I can go back to someone else's page and demonstrate to you this. So when you're asking people to like your page, what you want them to do when they follow you is, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember how to get back to the group. When they follow you, want them to hit the drop down menu to say see first. So I'm going to go back to the group, and I'm going to go to someone's page and show you exactly what I mean. So let's see, someone posted in here earlier their fan page. Fan page, do. Okay, so this one I didn't like, so that's good. So I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna hit like, but you see here how this drop down menu comes? I think I have to actually go to the page. So it looks different also on the phone. So see, I liked it. And then here, when you hover over this following, this drop down menu comes. And then what you want people to tell people to do is hit that first. So when page now, it's going to show up first in my news feed. It's probably not going to do it right now because, let's see, his last post was yesterday. Was that yesterday? I think so. But let me go over to my timeline and see if there are any that I have on see first that you'll see first. But basically, once you do that, once people do that on your fan page, then they will definitely see your posts. Because what happens is, even though people like your page, it doesn't automatically come up in their feed. Like, I don't fully understand how that works. I've been playing around with it to try to understand it, because I think it's the same with groups. So like activity in different groups doesn't necessarily show up in your timeline unless, like, for instance, so let's say like this group here, network marketing, is showing up in my news feed, but it wasn't showing up before, and it's showing up now because I just had some interaction with that page. So like if you go to someone's fan page, then you'll notice you'll start seeing their fan page in your feed. So I think that's how it works. And as we all know, like Facebook is always changing the algorithm. So as soon as you figure something out, they'll change something. But I don't have any pages here right now that I've said to see first. But basically what'll happen is once you click that, once a person, so we're doing this for the purpose of, we want people to do that for our fan page. When they like our fan page, we want to ask them, if you like the content that I'm putting out, I ask you to go and like my fan page, but go one step further and make sure that you click the see first option, so that when I'm putting up content, that you're notified right away. So that's one thing that you want to do. So some tips as far as how to improve the engagement on your fan page is, I think I mentioned this briefly, but the one thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to be spammy. And when I say spammy, is you don't want to be like posting all day long about getting people to buy, I guess posting things like, hey, who needs unlimited roadside assistance, or hey, stuff that are just salesy, like type stuff. If you're posting that kind of stuff all day long, then people don't care about that. Like I said before, people come on Facebook to be nosy and basically to be entertained. So when all you're doing on your page is posting a whole bunch of stuff about buy this, buy that, and there's no other kind of value, you're not, entertaining them in any kind of way, then the post on your page is going to be considered like spammy. So people are either going to unfollow you, or they're going to like just scroll past your stuff and not engage with you. And you want people to engage with you so that you can start getting more organic reach, because we all know that you can pay to get people to your page, but you want to get people to value the information that you're putting out. So if you're putting out spammy information, then your engagement on your fan page is going to be low. Yes, Nico just said, I see this as an opportunity to market you as a person. That's exactly what the fan page is about. It's about branding yourself. It's about marketing yourself. So the things that you're posting on there, like if you're posting encouraging things, those are things that resonate with you, and hopefully others that will be connected with that. You're posting things about, what motivates you. Like I've seen, a few people like posting like pictures of their kids saying, this is my why. That's good stuff. Like people want to know that you're a real person, not just somebody out here on the internet that's trying to sell something. They want to know, they want to, connect with you as a person. So that's the whole purpose of your fan page, is to brand you. It's not to say, hey, I'm selling MCA, or hey, I'm selling, it doesn't even, like, whatever other opportunities you may potentially be in. That's not the purpose of the fan page. I mean, you could have a specific fan page that is promoting that, but like your main fan page is about branding you, and that's basically it. It's about branding you as a person. So that's why a lot of times most people, you'll see their fan page is their name. Now, I made mine's Road to Financial Freedom. It does have my name in it, but I did that because that's what this is to me. I'm doing this. This is my road to financial freedom. I started in this business because that's what I wanted. I wanted to have financial freedom. I want to build wealth for my family. I want to build wealth and have something to leave a legacy for my kids. So I had it as Road to Financial Freedom, and it still has my name. And you'll see, I'm posting things. I post encouraging things. I post things hopefully to get people to engage with me. I post pictures of my kids and motivational videos, and those are the kind of things that you want to post, and as well as providing value of different things that I've learned. So these tips that I'm giving you, actually I did a live on at one point, because I saw, it was a video that I saw. So instead of just sharing that video, I watched the video, I took some notes, and I made my own video. So I only got to one point. So let me get through these points. I'm skipping ahead of myself. So I'm going to come back to that as far as making your own video. So I said, don't be spammy, be authentic. So I said this briefly when I was talking about the whole flash and money thing. Like that, I mean, maybe that is your authentic self, but more than likely it's not. Like, you want to be your authentic self. If you're just starting out, don't go on here talk about, oh yeah, I made all this money, boom, boom, boom. Talk about, you got one sale, and now, I mean, you're not going to say, yeah, I got one sale, but say, you went out to dinner. You're like, hey, my new opportunity allows me to be able to go out to dinner with my family. There was a point in time when I couldn't do that. So, stuff like that. Like, don't be on here being fake, because people will recognize that if you're not being your authentic self. And it's okay. Like, no one started at the top. Like, all the greats started somewhere. Is actually, I posted something on my fan page about that. I go with back up to that because it's relevant to what I'm saying to you right now. Like, we see like where they are now, and we forget that they started, they didn't start at the top. Like, we forget like all the work and grinding that they had to do to get to the point where they are. So here it is. So everyone has to start somewhere, and it's rarely at the top. So like these stars, like for instance, like Destiny's Child, when they started out, they were opening for SWV and Drew Hill. Now, where are SWV and Drew Hill? They are nowhere near the level of Destiny's Child. So just keep that in mind. Everyone has to start somewhere. So be your authentic self and show your journey, and people will resonate with that better than you on the internet faking that you are doing so well. The other thing that will help you improve your engagement, I said this also briefly, was you want to be providing value. So even though you're just starting out, you don't have to be an expert in anything. Like if you learn something, go live and say, what you learned, share that with someone else, because and that's going to help you as well, because that's going to help you retain it even better. So you learn some new strategy, you learn some tip on how to do something on Facebook, anything. Like, you don't have to go all out and like have like some elaborate training. Like when you go live, it doesn't have to be like an hour, 2 hours or whatever. Like you can go live, it could be like 10 minutes. It's just all about getting your face out there and providing value. So as you learn different things, then you want to share those with other people. So provide value is going to help you to improve your engagement. Another thing that's a big thing, and I don't know about you, but I hear this like probably like every day, is consistency. So if you're being inconsistent, like if you post here and then you disappear for a week or two, then like there are people out there who are watching you are like, man, this person, they try to get me to join a opportunity and they not even consistent with it. So like you can't like try something one day and then say to yourself, oh man, this isn't working, and just give up on it. Like it takes consistency, like whether it's daily, whether it's weekly, or just as long as it's like consistent, you need to stay consistent with your posting. Another thing that will take your engagement down is if you're posting too much. So I've heard like so many different uh, rules of thought on this one as far as posting too much. But as far as what I've seen is you don't want to post more than 3 times a day, because this is another thing with that whole Facebook algorithm thing. Like if you're posting like, let's say like 3 times within 1 hour, then you're fighting against yourself for a place in people's timelines. So it's hard enough with the number of people that are posting on Facebook to get into people's timelines, to then be fighting yourself because you're posting too much. So the rule of thumb here that I have is that you don't want to post more than 3 times a day, and you don't want to post more than once every 3 hours. So just think about that when you're posting. That, like, if you just posted, clearly if you just posted something 10 minutes ago, then you're going to want to wait at least 50 minutes before you post something else. Okay, so the next thing that is gonna a reason why you are not gonna excuse me, getting tongue tied. Another reason why the engagement on your fan page may be low is not sharing sharing too much unoriginal content. So I said earlier that, like, I got these tips from a video that I saw on Facebook. So instead of me sharing that video, I just took notes from the video and then went live on my own, instead of just sharing that other person's live. So you don't want to post, like, it's okay to share different things that you may find, but if, like, you go down your timeline and it's a whole bunch of you just sharing other people's videos or other people's like, this is something I just shared straight from this person's page. So if you go down your timeline and that's all, like, that's the majority of what you're doing, then your engagement is going to be lower. So you want to make sure that you're providing original content. So, and that goes with even like if you see someone else's, like, I used to do that probably, and I think I deleted all those posts, but like if I see if I see like, say for instance, like a picture like this, instead of like, if you are on my page and you saw this and you wanted to share it, instead of hitting the share button, it's easier on the phone. Like on my phone, I can like click on it and save the image, and then I could just re-upload the image. And another thing that I just only started doing this recently, but like when I take other people's images, is I'll put my logo on it. So I see some of you guys, like, you get like the different memes or whatever on the internet, but then it'll have someone else's website or someone else's logo on it. I'm trying to get to one where I just took the picture and put my logo on it. That's not one of them. I only just started doing this like really recently. But so when you just take someone else's picture and it has their website on there and their information, then you're like basically giving them like free advertisement. So so this is a picture where I took from somewhere, and then I just put my logo on there. So if someone sees this and say they're like me and they just, hit to, I don't know why on the computer it doesn't give me the option to just save the image. But you guys probably have all seen it before. Like when you're scrolling down on your phone, you can click on something. Oh, maybe now I can. Yeah. So instead of just saving this image, and then if you were to come and just take this image, it has my logo on there. So you're promoting me. So you want to make sure that it's promoting you. So that's the other thing I do is like if I find quotes that I like, I'll go to canva.com and I'll make my own like image that I can share. So like canva.com is free and you can do that. So what I do is let me just close here, is I have let's go home. I don't know if you know where you can like save posts. So sometimes as I'm scrolling down, if I don't have time, like maybe there's a video. Oh, I just want to pause here for a second. So this page here is I have this as see first. So you see here, this little star is telling me this is a page where I asked to see first. So that's why. So it's at the top of my timeline. So that's what it looks like. So if people do that for your page, then that's what it looked like on their end. But back to what I was saying, as far as, so when you're going down your timeline, so what I do is if like there's something like that I like or something that I want to watch later, is I'll save it. So here, this person posted like all these different like pictures of like motivational things that you could post on your fan page. So instead of me taking this picture and then saving that image and posting that to my my timeline, if this is something, so this is just a quote from C.S. Lewis. So I note that, okay, you're never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. So instead of me just posting this person's image that they found somewhere, then I'll take that quote and I'll make my own post. So when you go on canva.com, you just there's also an app. So I have an iPhone, so I do this a lot on my iPhone. But as you can see, like the same stuff that's available on the app in my iPhone is the same stuff like when I go to the website from the computer. But I just say that to say that you can do that from your phone, you can do it from your computer or wherever. So you see me fumbling around here because I usually do this on my phone. But okay, so you just create a design and it has here like you could pick Facebook posts, you could pick I know Instagram posts. A lot of times I pick Instagram posts just because it comes to the right size where it's the right size for both Instagram or Facebook. Because Instagram has like, you have to have like a specific size. So that's why I usually try to do that. But basically I'll just go, like they have like free images in here. Like they have like templates where you can just start with one of their templates and then like change it to your words. So they have stuff free. They have some cost some money. But it's plenty of free stuff where you don't have to worry about the it costs the money. But you can go on here and just change out the words to whatever that quote was that you saw that you liked. So you want to do that as much as possible instead of just taking people's images. I mean, clearly sometimes I still just take people's images because it's just easier, but that's just a way to make sure that you're branding yourself. Because then the other thing that you can do if you do it on canva.com is like you can easily make a logo. I'm not going to go through all of that because like you'll see when you go to, because this is not about like learning canva.com, but this is just to show you that this is available and this is easy. this is something easy that you can do to get pictures and of the inspirational things to post to your fan page. And then you're taking, even though it's like, instead of taking someone else's image, you're creating your own image. So that's more, that will be considered original content versus unoriginal content. And the last thing that is going to help you improve your engagement is definitely doing Facebook Lives. So like I don't know about you, but like I keep, like, so many people are going on Facebook, because on Facebook, like when it comes to Facebook Lives, is like they give that like so much more priority as far as being on people's timelines. And so that is going to be like the number one way that you're going to improve the engagement on your fan page. And I'll tell you, like, if you're nervous about getting on camera, then you could do, on this one, clearly I want it to be on the computer so that you guys can see my screen and I can show you different things on Facebook. But if you're nervous starting out, then maybe you want to just start with like a screen share, and you want to show people like something that you learned how to do on Facebook or whatever, or on canva.com, show them how they make their own little meme or their own little I forget what you call it, like word image. So, but the key is in business, being an entrepreneur, like the magic happens outside of your comfort zone. You're not going to get to where you want to be if you're staying comfortable. So get uncomfortable, do Facebook Lives. If you need to start out easy, start out, behind the camera, then that's fine. Just do it. Just get started on it. Figure out what you're going to talk about. I wouldn't suggest just going live all of a sudden and be like, hey, I'm here, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Like, plan accordingly and figure out what you're going to talk about. Or even maybe you go live. This could be part of your lifestyle marketing. Like if you're out with your family, you're out at a wedding, or even at the club or whatever, you're out having a good time, go live for a couple of minutes, be like, hey guys, I'm out here, I'm having a good time. I just wanted to come on here real quick and just, show you I'm out here living life, just having a good time, enjoying my family, enjoying whatever, blah, 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 blah. You want to get out there and you want to start, you want to overcome that fear if you have that fear, and remember that the only way you're going to get to where you want to be is by getting out of your comfort zone. And then remembering in the back of your mind that those Facebook Lives is going to help you get engagement on your fan page. Like everything that you're doing now on Facebook, you want to be intentional, and in the long run, you want it to impact your business. So let me just go through my notes and see, did I covered everything. So I just finished telling you guys about like the whole Facebook Live. So like Facebook Lives are the number one way to increase the exposure on your fan page. People aren't, if you don't have a lot of likes, that many people aren't seeing your information. So if you're going live from your fan page and you don't have a lot of followers on there, then you want to share that like on your personal Facebook, or even just go live from your personal Facebook until you increase, your following on your fan page. So like if you go live from your personal page, just make sure, and this is really the point, whether you're going live on your personal page or your fan page, you're not going live to like try to sell something to people. You want to be providing value. You want to be either like providing value, like teaching them something that you've learned, or you want it to be like a lifestyle type post of showing, you're out here having a good time. So at no point when you're going live do you want to use it to promote your products. I'll talk about where you want to do that shortly, but when you're doing Facebook Lives, that's not the time to promote your products. That is just another way to increase the exposure of your page, as well as for people to connect with you and see that you're a real person and not just someone that's hiding behind, a keyboard or whatever. I talked about this, but the other thing that you want to do is make sure when people follow your page, make sure you ask them to choose the see first, so that they're seeing your information first in their timeline. It's not getting lost, because as you can see from going down my timeline, that that I have like 300 and something followers, but it's only like my posts are only being seen by a few people like each day, unless I do something to make it so that more people are seeing it. So I only recently learned about that see first tip, so I've been implementing it, and hopefully now more people will see my posts. But you definitely want to ask people to do that, and that will improve the engagement on your fan page. So another way to improve engagement is to create Facebook groups. So now the thing with the Facebook groups is that is where you want to be promoting your products. So like this Facebook group that we have is a training Facebook group. So we're not promoting products in this group. But say you, the best example is maybe like, for MCA, it's probably going to be harder. You could do it. But the key with that is like, if you have a group, then the people that are there in that group want to be there. So those people are going to be more open to you discussing and promoting your product. So maybe maybe you did a live and you provided some value, and so you create your Facebook group, and on that live you say, if you want more information about what I'm doing or my product or whatever, then join this Facebook group. I'm going to be going live in this group to talk about the services, the product that I have, and at that point, if you want to connect with me through that. So the Facebook group is a closed area, and those people want to be there. So they're going to be more open to hearing about, buying something from you, because they know what they're getting into, versus if you're on your fan page or on your personal page trying to sell stuff to people, then people don't care about that. They just want to, see pictures, see videos and stuff like that. So I haven't, this is not something I have tried yet. This was another point that I learned from watching another video that someone had put out, who's been in the whole network marketing, internet marketing arena for much longer than I have. So they seem to know what they were talking about, and it makes sense. So when stuff makes sense, then it's like, okay. So that's something I'm going to try at some point. But that's just one thing that you can do to improve your engagement. And then another thing that you want to do is have genuine interaction with people. So let's say you did a Facebook Live and, people are commenting. So what you want to do is, after, you come off that live, is to reply back to those people. Like really have some genuine interaction with the people. Don't just like the comment, but actually, say something back. Say, thank you for watching my live. I hope you provided some value. Or if they ask a question, answering their question, but be genuine. Don't let it be, like robot, don't let it be like you saying the same thing to each person, where it looks like you have a bot that's just replying to those comments. But make it genuine, so that people are like, oh wow, that person really cares that I was on there live, and they really appreciate me being there. So when you have that genuine interaction, you have that personal touch, then people are like, oh wow, this person is, is a real genuine person. They're not just out here to try to sell me something. They like really care that that I'm getting something from the information that they're providing. So the thing is, so once you are interacting with people, then people are more likely to see your comment. I kind of talked about this earlier when I was telling you guys about the whole see first thing, and how I had been playing around with on my timeline, trying to figure out, why I'm not seeing certain things. And I found that like once I started interacting with different groups or interacting with different people, then those are the people whose information I saw more. So once you have like some genuine interaction with people, then more than likely those people are seeing your information more and more. So the more people that you have that genuine interaction with, then the more people that are going to see your fan page and connect with you. And hopefully clearly the ultimate goal is to get people to buy from you, but like that's not like the number one thing on your mind. You really want to be having genuine interaction with people and really making like real contact with people, not just like fake or whatever. But another thing that is going to help you get your engagement up, and this is something that people don't necessarily want to do, especially when they're first starting out, is paid advertising. So I don't know if you've ever seen like on your timeline. I haven't seen it in a minute. I was seeing it at one point a lot, was a lot of sponsored ads that are asking me to like a page. So here's one from Wish. Well, this is only because someone else I know liked the page. But you see here, it says sponsored. But either way, like the paid ad, like if you do a paid ad to get someone to like your page, then that's another way clearly that you're going to get more likes and get more engagement. The other thing is, and this is this is for live or just any kind of post that you put on. If you have a call to action, meaning you are asking people to interact with whatever you're posting a certain way, you don't want to put the call to action up in the heading of the post. Especially like if it's like a website or something that's going to take people off Facebook, because Facebook doesn't like it if you're taking people off of Facebook. So if you want people to go to your website or something like that is your call to action, then you want to put that down in the comments of your post instead of in like the heading part of the post. Because like I said, if you have a call to action that takes people off Facebook, then it will definitely decrease your reach, because Facebook doesn't like that. And the other way to improve your engagement is, when it's appropriate, then you want to share content from your business page onto your personal page. So like if you have like some kind like a lifestyle type post on your business page, or you have like some encouraging post or something that's gonna like create intrigue and make people go to your fan page, then in those circumstances, that's okay to share a post from your fan page onto your personal page, because especially when you're first starting out, you have more people on your personal timeline. So your goal, you want to get more people to connect with your fan page, so then that way you can just do everything from your fan page. But when you're starting out, you don't have that many people on your fan page. So, you want to be intentional and think about different things when it's a good time to share something from your fan page onto your personal page. So I think I covered all the tips that I wanted to go over with you guys, as well as showing you some different things. That was all the notes that I had as far as the things that I wanted to cover. Let me just go back to my fan page and just give you just one more additional tip as far as when you're posting. So one thing I've noticed is that video, like if you can do video, then video gets more reach than just a picture. So you see this I posted today, only 11 people have seen it. But if I go down and you see some of the videos, you'll see that there was way more people seen it, and that's without me even sharing it anywhere else. That was for Happy Mother's Day. Some more people saw that. But either way, I just, like, you see here, like that has 20 people. But if we ever get to a video, you'll see that it's way more. That was 18 people. 18 people. This post here has a lot, but this is because I said this in the beginning, but hopefully you guys saw the little bonus training that Dee did a couple of days ago, as far as sharing to groups and how that will increase your reach. So that's why this post has 516 people that were reached, and that's because I shared it in a whole bunch of groups. So you'll see. So here, this was a video, and you see this is double any of the other posts, any of the other like picture posts. Like all those other ones were like 18, 20 or whatever. And this was a video, and that got 33 people. So videos get more engagement than anything else. This one was actually a proper one. I didn't even share this one anywhere, so that was a good one. So that's another thing. Take note of things that, do well. So clearly, either people liked the picture, they liked the quote of something about this they liked. It could be because it was from Les Brown, who is a popular motivational speaker. So just take note of things that are getting good reach. But the main point I was trying to say was I was trying to show you that video generally gets more reach and more organic reach than just a picture. So that's a picture. It's just 19. So I don't want to keep you guys too long, because that was basically all that I had, and I was just trying to show you this. So here, this was a video. See, 46 people. So if you can find videos, then that is going to be your best bet. But you know what? Let me give you a pointer, I guess, as far as videos are concerned. And I've been having trouble with this, but there was a point where I don't even know where to go to look for a video. But so I'm using Google Chrome, and in Google Chrome you can like get these add-ons. So I downloaded. There was a Facebook video downloader. So that's what this is supposed to be. So any video on Facebook, when I go to it, oh, here we go. Oh, I just saw something. I thought I just saw a video over here. Yeah, oh, this is something else. Let me go to it and see what happens. But on Google Chrome, if you have that Facebook video downloader, then yeah, see here where it comes, and I could just download it. So instead of these are 7 words that will change your business. When you sit down with a new person, or you are the new person being sat down with, you have to understand the. So instead of like sharing that to your fan page, download the video and then upload it to your page. So that's another way to not to have original content. I mean, it's not necessarily original, but if you're able to download it, because the only time when it's not where you can't download it is if there's like copyright things or whatever. But basically anything that's on Facebook is, it's public. So most things aren't going to be copyrighted. So if you can, but this only works in Google Chrome. I have to remind you of that. There's also, if you're on your phone, there's also apps where you can do that. I haven't had success with that. I know Dee has, so I'll message her and ask her to post whatever the app was that she used to be able to do that. But where you can, like if you find a motivational video, instead of just sharing it directly from whatever page you're on, you want to try to download the video and then upload the video to your fan page instead of sharing it directly from that other person's page. Because if you share it directly from the other person's page, then it's going to lead the people to that page instead of to your page. Like they might have seen it on your page, but instead of following you, they'll just click on that video that they liked and follow that other page. So that's the reason for downloading the videos and uploading them to your page. I mean, clearly there's times when you want to share directly from someone else's page, but as much as possible, you want to have it be original content. So hopefully this was helpful, and you guys got some good information out of this. If you have any questions about any of this, as far as where I got the information from originally, feel free to put that here, and I will put that in the comments. As far as you could add that to someone that you want to follow, and keep rocking out, guys. So just just stay consistent in the posting in your fan pages, and keep rocking out, and you'll see the results if you keep it up and stay consistent and take these pointers and implement them. So you guys have a good night, and I'll see you on, I think it's Thursday, where we're going to do the follow-up on the Craigslist training. So thanks, and yeah, have a good night. Bye.